Hi Love Squad, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to arrange a fruit tray, and we will make it beautiful. It's very simple, and I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how you prepare your fruit. And here I just have a pineapple, I have some fresh strawberries, I have a little mini watermelon, as well as a cantaloupe. Sometimes during different seasons of the year you'll find your produce hard to find. I usually like to incorporate grapes as well as some other fresh items, but unfortunately my local Walmart didn't have some of the ingredients that I need. So we're gonna just take these ingredients and make them lovely. Okay, let's get started. And I know some of you may not know how to cut a pineapple, so I'm going to give you a demo on how I cut my pineapple. The first thing I do is I just take my pineapple and I lay it on my cutting board and I give it a stab, and I'm just going to take the bottom half off of that pineapple. And it's good to have a garbage bowl, guys, so you can just simply put your stuff over to the side out of your way. And then I'm just going to take the top of my pineapple off as well. Use whatever kind of knife is best for you. I find using a smaller knife helps me. And then I'm going to sit my pineapple up, and I'm just going to basically take my knife and go down the sides of my pineapple, removing that skin. Try to remove as many of those eyes off of your pineapple as you can. And I'm just going to take it and continue to go around it and remove all of this skin. Okay, now that I've completely peeled my pineapple, I'm just going to take my knife and I'm just going to run it down the sides of the pineapple on each side, removing that beautiful pineapple and laying it over to the side on my cutting board. And I'm going to do this for each side, and I'll be right back. Okay, and once you're done with that process, your pineapple core should look something like this. If you like infused alcohol, please keep this pineapple core, because you can actually use this to infuse it in vodka or rum or tequila or whatever you like, and it will give that your cocktail an amazing flavor. And because I'm going to be doing this for a luncheon, I just want to take it and make chunkier bite-sized pieces with this pineapple, guys. It doesn't have to be perfectly cut, but you want that perfect size when your guest takes their fork and can just stick into the little bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to cut them about right there. And I'm going to do this with all of my pineapple and put it on my serving tray. And now I'm just going to simply arrange this on my platter. And what I'm going to do is compartmentalize each one of my fruit to make it look beautiful, pleasing to your eyes as well as to your palate. So I'm just going to arrange this, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started on my watermelon. Okay, and what I have here is just a little mini watermelon, because we will be serving for my luncheon maybe about 6 people. So I find this to be the perfect size without being too much on the platter. And how I cut my watermelon is I just basically go at it by starting in the middle. And because you're going to be using sections, you just can cut it however you feel comfortable with cutting it. There's no right or wrong to this, guys. And this is a seedless watermelon. And I find it to be beautiful for this time of year. And to keep this a little bit more comfortable for me to make my pieces, I'm just going to basically section this maybe into 4 sections. And now what I'm going to do is just basically go down in here and cut it in little bite-sized pieces with my knife, just running my knife through it like this. And then I'll just go down and cut the watermelon out. And I find that the better you're able to handle your knife, the easier this process will be. And so now I'm just going to take those chunks of watermelon and we're just going to put them in front of that pineapple, making a little bit of a mound as I go. And here I have my cantaloupe that I just cut in half. And how you want to clean this cantaloupe up is basically you just want to take your spoon and run it through the middle, removing all those seeds and all of that. You don't want that to be a part of your cantaloupe when you put it on your serving tray. You don't want to eat that. You just don't want to eat that at all. Okay? And once I've done that, I find it to just be simpler to cut these in quarters. Just easier to handle. Be careful with your knives, guys. And then all I want to do is basically, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit for visual purposes, making that a little bit prettier. And then I'm just going to take my knife and I'm going to run it through the cantaloupe like this, making sure I don't get that green outside edge. And I'm going to dice it up and I'll be right back. And now what I'm going to do is just place this cantaloupe on the sides. Like I said, guys, I would have loved to have a little bit more of a variety of fruit, but it's okay. It's just a small get together, just a small luncheon. So this should be absolutely fine. I'm just going to arrange that like that. Okay, and now I'm going to do my strawberries. And last but not least, my strawberries, I'm just going to put them on the tray and kind of arrange them as I go. Guys, we're into March, and so these are not the best fruit. As we go through the summer season, I find that when I go to my market that the fruit are much nicer. But we're just gonna work with what we have, guys. Okay, guys, and this is my finished product. As I said before, this is not the typical fruit that I use, but I find this to have come out very nice. I went ahead and added a little bit of orange slices for a garnish to go around the fruit tray to kind of fill it in a little bit. And this is a helpful tip if you find yourself with a little bit of scarce fruit. Go ahead and garnish it well. And so try this out. I'm sure you guys have already tried this out. Let me know what you think about it. And until next time.